And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, in the place to be here at the Cardboard Crawlers RC channel. We're back on Donner Summit, wheeling with the black Mazz buggy and the white JLU Mazz chassis rig. Both very capable animals here, and they really work hard for me. I love these two little rigs. They both are running pretty small tires. I think it's about a 54 millimeter on the Jeep, and maybe even as small as a 52 on that little black buggy. That thing is short tired for sure. That is a very small tired rig. But I put out a video earlier today, and then I went and filmed. Actually, how did that go? Did I go and film and then come back and put that video out, and then I've just re-edited it? I've edited this one, and what ended up happening is when I went out to film this, silly old me forgot my tripod. So I'm balancing my phone on rocks for the most part here, and this is kind of ridiculous. Some of the shots are a little bit iffy because of that, but you know, bear with me. It is what it is. I appreciate your tuning in no matter what we're doing around here, and it's usually always some RC related stuff or some snowcat related business here and there. Maybe next year we'll get into doing more of that. Try to have a better camera setup. The hard part is mounting it in my machine while I'm moving. So, you know, like a suction cupped GoPro or something would really work well for that, I think. But hard to say. Anyhow, sorry, I was petting the dog and I felt a little bump. You know, you always got to check for them bugs. He's a clean boy. He just got a bath, though. I think he gets highlighted up in this video here in a little bit. He gets seen, walks into the frame, or just ends up in the frame somehow. So yeah, the snow's melting, but I mean, those little patches right there, those are, it's amazing that those little patches are there. And then there are some really big patches in the heavy north exposed upper mountain. There's a lot of snow left up there. It's really incredible to see this much in almost mid-July. We're July 12th here, 11th maybe. So yeah, JLU crushing as always. Look at that sweet lined baby girl right there. Ruby, that's her name, because she's got little red slippers. So yeah, fun buggy right there. It runs really good. It's one of my very favorite machine, you know, as far as like the way it was built and put together. It just came out really good. It's a little off the normal design. It's running full 43 millimeter double barrel shocks on that rig, and some people, you know, with Mazz rigs, they don't really like to do that. You know, you run a smaller shock. Definitely on the black rig, it's running a 36 millimeter hot racing shock, and that's not a oil shock. That's just a friction shock. It may actually only be a 32 millimeter shock. I would have to do some research or measurements there. There he is. Look at him in all his white glory. He's the white devil. Good boy, Blue. Yeah, he's laying here at my feet while we edit this video and record the voiceover here. But this is a fun spot. This is kind of right where I went up and watched fireworks from. Maybe a little different angle. I think I'm a little lower than where I watched fireworks right now. I was probably up right by that big tree, that snag up there. Yeah, but cool to come out. Nice to have my personal vehicle fixed. my driver, because yeah, that was a bummer. Wheel bearings. So, and now my AC's, you never touch your AC in the winter here, and I haven't needed to use it until just recently, and something's going on, discharged or whatever. No biggie. This is a sweet line. I wasn't really like intending this at first, but it just like came together. The rig was able to come right up and over. Rock sliders against the tires, working good, coming around the corner. And then there's a big crevice. I kind of, once again, without your tripod, hard to get all the angles you want. Right where the rear tire's going down in is a big hole. So, kind of don't want to turn down there like that, but I was able to loop it back in front here. Yeah, just come up here and get ready for that sweet little Mazz buggy that could. And it's going to kind of come up through the crack. And you can't really tell the depth or whatever, but it's just barely wide enough. Boom, boom, falls in a little bit. And then we struggle here on the bush. We don't really, especially with the smaller tires and the low clearance, you get into the brush and stuff like that, and it's just a little bit difficult. I mean, it's not real brush, but even in a one-to-one, it's not like you want to be driving over the manzanita, man. It gets up in between your axles and in your drive line and all of that, and pulling on brake lines and fuel lines and who knows whatever. So, yeah. Try to stay out of the brush, people. Plus, it's not good for the trail. In this scale, I'm sure I'm not doing, they don't even lay down. It pops right back up. So, try not to tear anything up too bad. That leave no trace kind of philosophy out there, people, if you're going to a spot that you're always at, and maybe you're putting some chalk marks down or something like that, or even, I know that some people use a little cement here and there. You wouldn't ever do that out in this kind of an area. It's just too beautiful, and there's other places to go do that kind of work. Other small drainages here and there where you could probably use some cement and get some rocks to stick together, but there's enough slab style rock here that you don't really need to do that, so it's not a problem. At least I don't find it to be a problem. I haven't had an issue with it yet. So yeah, good lighting. It was a nice afternoon, a little bit windy. You could probably hear the wind in the camera here and there, but yeah, just like like I've said before, trying new lines, kind of driving where you can drive. And oh, there's the car back down there behind us, parked down at the road. Little Subaru. But yeah, you just gotta find the lines. Look at that beauty. Find the lines where you can, and without the tripod, it was hard for me to even think of how to shoot. Trying to even see what is in the viewfinder. I was just on a wing and a prayer here most of the time. So it is what it is. It's a good time, right? Out there playing in the dirt like a child. I am just a grown-up child, in case anybody was curious. I don't really have tons of responsibility other than that dog, a car payment, and a mortgage. Let's get her done. Life's pretty easy. It shouldn't stress on anything, but yeah, sometimes we do. Yeah, I was actually just thinking of, I have another set of these wheels, but in the raw, and they're on the 55 millimeter comp pins, and it's such a better tire for that truck. I just need to. Yeah, I'll have more wheels soon. The more wheels are coming. Mazz is getting more wheels, I believe, at some point. So there's something in the works. Or I have another set of Enjoras sitting here that I don't like what's mounted on them. I should just change those out. It's just I get so much work going. I'm getting ready to leave right now. Been working on the real car. That took some time and energy, and I'm glad it's done, and I'm glad I did it. Glad I didn't just, kind of shine on the noise that was starting to happen. And I mean, I couldn't have. It started getting worse. Just that low hum of the rears going out, and changed them both. So she's a runner. And man, took a moment to get over this little section right there. But popped out on the other side into the sunlight. Beautiful trail here. Little slab dog checking the trail out in front of us. Always making sure we're safe and sound. No varmints and marmots and rodents of any kind. No cats, no other dogs. Nobody come near us, please. That's what Blue mostly likes. But look at him, happy dog. Got a bath the other day. Almost a double bath because he was filthy from working on the car with me. He was laying next to me underneath the JLJ. And it was like oil covered dirt he was laying in. He was not stoked. I mean, he was stoked. He doesn't care. But I wasn't. It stank and he was brownish. So a good bath he got, and then combed him out a little bit while I was there. Blow dry. He's always got to get a blow dry. That's a good shot. And gets a blow dry, and then I spent a bunch of time the next day combing him, and a lot of his winter coat came out. He's really summer coated up right now. There's a pretty shot. That's Riggs working right there. He's doing what it wants to be doing. Doing what I wanted it to be doing. And that Donner Lake, man, I'm gonna miss it. I miss I guess we choose different paths in life. I could have been more successful, but then I maybe not be able to enjoy this view so much. So I guess success is in the eye of the beholder. It is what it is. Some people are jealous of the way I live my life. So I should take that for what it is. I don't mean jealous like in an ego bad way. I mean they enjoy the fact that I live so freely. But this is it, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. That's the view from camp from today. And Cardboard Crawler's out.